Hi, my name is Eric Gross. I'm the co-founder of the Tech Academy. In this video, I'm going to tell you about our school and give you an overview of who we are and how we've enabled a vast number of individuals to gain access to the tech industry and begin a career in software development. We require all students to watch this video in full prior to enrollment to ensure they have a thorough and transparent view of our program, our curriculum, and our teaching methods. The Tech Academy is a code school that trains students in computer programming and web development. The school was founded by my business partner, Jack Stanley, and me. We offer several coding boot camps that train students in many in-demand programming languages. We are a career school licensed to the Higher Education Coordinating Commission. Our boot camps are accessed online through our custom-made learning management system. Therefore, we have on-campus students as well as students all over the world who study from home. To give you some insight into my background, in the 1990s, I served in the US Navy operating nuclear reactors. I was also selected to teach electronics, digital computer operations, and other valuable skills during my time in the service. It was here that I discovered my passion for teaching. The following decades kept me busy as I continued to increase my skills in the technology industry. Years ago, while I was working in another industry, my longtime friend Jack Stanley encouraged me to go back into software development. And so I returned to an area I've always held close to my heart, computer programming. After having worked as a senior level software developer for several years, I decided to create my own business called Prosper IT Consulting. At Prosper IT Consulting, I personally provided software development services for various companies. I quickly found that various low-level tasks on the projects I did were perfect work for junior developers. This new situation required that I take upon myself the role of a mentor because I couldn't find any decent resources for training junior developers. It was basically impossible at that time to locate a program that could take someone with no background or experience and turn them into a competent entry-level programmer. So I personally trained several relatively intelligent individuals to assist me in coding. Then one day my son came home from his high school computer class and said to me, "Dad, I want to go to a developer boot camp." I quickly enlightened myself on what these were and realized that that was what I was basically doing already. It was then that I made the decision to turn this into a formal activity, and so I created a new company called Prosper IT Academy. In the beginning, I had about 5 students, and I was still juggling software development contracts. I saw a huge potential in the school, but didn't have the time or the managerial experience to fully pull it off. I decided to reach out to my old friend, Jack Stanley. For years, I had seen him effectively establish and grow multiple companies. I knew that with the combination of his executive abilities and my technical skills, we could achieve our goals as a school. So I offered him a partnership and he came aboard. In addition to his experience in running successful businesses, Jack brought an extensive background in teaching and curriculum development to the table. Fast forward to the present, and we have hundreds of successful students and graduates. One of the first things we did was change our name from Prosper IT Academy to the Tech Academy, because based on survey, the Tech Academy was a better name. Jack and I then set out to create a curriculum that could train the average person in the basics of coding and teach them enough that they could work as a junior developer. Many others contributed to our curriculum development as well, and it has been reviewed by Dr. Brent Wilson, who is the Computer Science Department Chair at George Fox University. The majority of the curriculum was authored by both Jack and I. For example, video scripts were typically written by Jack, edited by me, and then recorded. While I came up with the original concept for the school, our current success would not have been possible without Jack, who has run and overseen the company since its inception. I want to give you some facts and figures behind why we started the Tech Academy and what sets us apart. Keep in mind, this data was accurate when this video was recorded. Feel free to do your own research in the present. The average college graduate makes a little less than $50,000 a year after graduation. But it takes 2 to 4 years to graduate most colleges, and the average cost for a private college is $34,000 a year. That's well over $100,000 for a 4-year program. On the other hand, most Tech Academy graduates make an average of $60,000 a year, $30 an hour. Not only is that higher pay, but the cost of our programs are much, much more affordable. Most other coding boot camps, intensive training in computer programming and/or web development that typically last 10 to 20 weeks, throw the student right into coding. In fact, some of these code schools make students have to pass a coding test or exercise before they'll allow them into the program. At the Tech Academy, we don't take this sink or swim approach. We wrote our curriculum so that no tech experience or coding background is required. As long as you can read, write, and perform basic math, addition, subtraction, etc., you can take our program. Additionally, most coding schools focus on only 1 or 2 skills, but at the Tech Academy, we cover a large array of technologies and tools so that our graduates have a large skill set upon graduation. This not only opens the door to more employment opportunities, it also sets our graduates up for a better future. But here's the best part. More Tech Academy graduates land tech jobs than college graduates with computer science degrees. Not only that, but our job placement rate is higher than most other code schools. Now, it may sound like I'm trying to sell you on our program. I'm not. I'd be the first person to tell you, if you're doubtful about attending our school, or if you feel there's a better option for you, then by all means, please do what you feel is right. The entire reason we founded the Tech Academy was to help people. We set out to make technology understandable for everybody. We're proud of these facts and figures because it means we're achieving our goals as a school. That said, if you find our approach doesn't fit with what you're looking for, then we encourage you to not attend the Tech Academy. We have several campuses, including schools in Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, and Denver, Colorado. Students that study in person at one of our campuses are referred to as local students and are expected to study in the school, but can study extra at home. Students taking the program online from home are referred to as remote students and receive the same program as our local students. Because we offer our curriculum remotely, our students have the ability to work through the curriculum anywhere that has an internet connection. Again, you don't need any IT experience or background. In fact, both the beginner and the experienced developer can expect to learn a substantial amount of data on our programs. We are open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends, with instructors available over 70 hours per week. Each student has a custom schedule. We recommend 40 hours a week, ideally a 9 to 6 Monday through Friday schedule if possible. We work with you on your study schedule. Students purchase access to the bootcamp for a limited number of weeks, meaning we charge a weekly subscription fee for our programs. Students who go over their time limit can purchase an extension. As an added service, we will keep in touch with you to ensure that you're keeping up on your schedule. Because of the way that our program is structured, you won't be receiving lectures from the instructors. As I mentioned earlier, we've created our own proprietary software called the Learning Management System, LMS for short. You will study courses laid out in our online LMS, and you'll receive assistance from instructors whenever needed. Upon enrollment, you'll receive login credentials to sign into this system and access the contents of your courses. We believe that there are a variety of reasons that our students have been so successful upon graduation from our boot camps. First, we approach our training from the bottom up. In other words, we start with the basics and move up from there. Each step you take is designed specifically to prepare you for the following step. Second, because we understand that individuals all learn at different speeds, we knew it would be critical that this program be self-paced. This ensures that you don't miss out on information. You can take more time where needed, and you can blast through things that you know already. Finally, we provide you with multiple instructors that are always available to assist you on demand. Instructors assist students through a combination of phone, text, email, screen share, and for local students, face-to-face interaction. In addition, they'll look over your assignments, review your code, and ensure that you're successfully moving along. Our instructors want you to succeed. Our instructors have also either fully completed or completed the majority of the program themselves. Some have previous coding experience and some don't. What matters most to us is that each instructor cares about the students and helps them to understand the material being taught. Being a good coder does not necessarily mean that you're a good teacher. We assess teaching skill and helpfulness when choosing instructors. During the initial stages of designing the curriculum, we knew that our students would need to be provided with material that was easy to understand. With this in mind, we decided to focus our attention on creating easy to understand terms that would be important to know. As a result, after you've completed the first course in our program, you'll feel comfortable joining a conversation with the IT crowd. Your training will consist of videos, coding exercises, reading, tutorials, occasional tests, quizzes, and other content so as to teach you the subject from many vantage points. All submitted assignments will be checked and personally responded to by an instructor. Exercises, assignments, and projects are regularly assigned to students. We focus on practical and real-life coding challenges. We have created separate videos that explain what is included on each of our boot camps. Each boot camp is composed of several courses. Altogether, we've created over 20 technology courses to train students in computer programming and web development. Our boot camps each start with computer science fundamentals and end with job placement training. We also take students through live projects which provide real-world experience that graduates can include on their resume. Each step on our boot camps builds on the earlier courses to bring you to the point where you're a confident, competent entry-level developer. You will not be spoon-fed data, and we don't cover everything. We are training you to learn how to solve problems on your own, and throughout the program you will be challenged. As you work through the courses, you'll notice that the gradient of difficulty increases, and you'll be expected to begin searching for answers on your own. I've heard many developers say, "I get paid to Google things." What they're referring to is how common it is to run into issues you don't know how to handle and have to look up. This is totally normal and it's just part of the industry. The key is learning how to find solutions for problems. It would be impossible to train someone for every possible coding scenario you could run into. Instead, we will train you in how to find answers and solve problems on your own, how to think like a software developer. To illustrate my point, we once had a student complete our program and then interview for a software development position with a certain company. He was given a coding challenge to complete in a computer language called Java. We didn't train him in Java. At that time, it wasn't part of the curriculum. So he spent a couple days teaching himself the basics of the Java language, and then he aced the coding challenge. After having learned several languages on our program, you'll find it much easier to pick up even more skills in the future. Our goal is to help you become a well-rounded entry-level software developer. We continuously survey the software development industry in order to determine what is most in demand. This has played a critical part in deciding what skills to teach our students. We allow students to choose the number of weeks they would like to access their bootcamp. As I mentioned earlier, students pay a weekly subscription fee. Students who wish to complete faster are encouraged to study 40 hours each week. Each course in our bootcamps varies in length. For example, there are courses which take a day to complete, and some courses take weeks. Again, each bootcamp is composed of several individual courses that you will do in an exact order. The courses are sequenced strategically so that they build upon each other. Therefore, our courses are only offered as one entire package. If you started on our 5th course, skipping the first 4, you would be lost because on that 5th course, we refer to many things we covered earlier. The courses are connected and must be done in sequence. Students are asked to send in daily reports of their progress so that we can serve you as effectively as possible. These daily reports help us monitor your progress and ensure we're providing you with adequate assistance. As I touched upon earlier, we don't just pigeonhole you into one language or skill set. You'll be trained in several areas, which will make learning new technologies in the future much easier because you'll already have gone through the process several times with us. We cover the basics of computers and technology more than almost any other code school. This is extremely valuable because it prepares you to learn new technology in the future. And there's one thing you can be sure of with technology: it always changes. Having a firm foundation will set you up well. By the end of the program, students know several in-demand programming languages. The experience you gain during the live project will take you to the next level, and the code that you've written will be added to your online portfolio. Speaking of a portfolio, the majority of the code that you write throughout your time with us will be stored in an online portfolio, where you'll have the opportunity to present your work to potential employers. This experience assists one greatly in their job search. You will also be given access to one-on-one guidance from our job placement directors, who will provide you with all the tools you'll need to find employment. Students that complete the program receive both a certificate of completion and a letter of recommendation from the school to assist them in their job search. There are no set start dates. We offer open enrollment, which means students can start any day, anytime. To conclude, if you're interested in learning more about our boot camps, the next step is to simply continue with our online registration process. Our registration process thoroughly describes our programs and answers common questions. If you need any help, please contact one of our employees. As I said, we offer open enrollment, which means you can start today. If you're ready to begin this amazing journey, simply complete our registration process. On behalf of the Tech Academy staff, we would love to have you as a student.